Okay. Hi, Tamika. It's me, Julia. Um, so Leah's there in the background a little bit. Anyways, I met with Logan, the girl that I was doing my project with, 2 days ago on Tuesday. A little bit before class, we grabbed lunch at Brody Calf. Um, and at first it was a little awkward. Didn't know how to bring up some of the topics. Like she knew I was doing this for a project, but it was a little bit of like, oh, well, we're here eating lunch. What is it that we need to talk about again? Um, so at first, it was really like sort of almost too formal. We were was asking questions, she was answering them, but slowly but surely it became more of a conversation. I got to tell her about my story and what I grew up in, going to public school, and then like we would talk about how the difference is, between when she was at private school versus what she thought a public school would have been like for her. She wasn't that big of a fan of going to an all-girls school, which I wouldn't have been either. um, so no, basically, Um, luckily, so over the course of the conversation, it got a lot more relaxed, and by the end of the conversation, we were, laughing and joking, and things were fun, or as fun as a conversation about what schools we went to can be. Um, so it was interesting. I, had some good food, had some pasta. That's not really important to this, but so yeah, basically it was just sort of an introduction. I have never been to a private school, so of course I had all the questions about math and if she like felt closer to her religion because of it, or if she felt more distant. Um, Something that I did want to bring up because we are in the urban cohort is um, the privileges that she thinks she has because she went to a private school. Knowing that in a private school, you get a lot of resources because you're not involved with the state and your parents are paying for your education. Um, she said that there definitely was some things like they had like high tech equipment and things of that nature, but I don't think that she thought her teachers were particularly any better. Maybe they were smarter, but they weren't necessarily that much better teachers than she assumed that she could get at a public school. Next time when we do meet, I hope to talk about like exactly what teachers she really liked and what the ones that she didn't like as much, and what exactly she liked about them and what she didn't like about them. Because I think getting to know teachers, teaching styles that are different from my own. Leah, get out of my picture. No, I'm kidding. It's not a big deal. Getting to know about what students like and what they don't like. I can still see your hand, Leah. Okay, sorry, Tamika. I'm sure you don't actually care about Leah being in the background of this video. But, so yeah, basically, when I'm an educator, I want to be doing things that kids can respond to, and that I'm making choices that they like and that they are able to learn when I use. Obviously, teaching in an urban school versus teaching in a private school will be very different because of the resources that I will have access to, the students' abilities, what the students' parents are able to do for them might be different. But, you know, um, at the end of the day, it was a good first interaction. I definitely, you know, I was surprised a little bit. I don't think I could have gone to a school where, you had to like go to church and like they got certain different holidays off, which I mean, I guess would be nice, but having to take like religion classes in school, I'm glad that my schooling was more focused on actual education. Not that I'm not religious myself because I am, but I sort of like the separation between church and school. I don't think I would have handled being in a private school as well. Um, so yeah, I mean, we got down to some important things about, like how she felt that, she was cheated from having like a super big like experience, um, like because she was so secluded in a private school. I know that I was able to experience a lot of diversity and a lot of what's the word I want to a lot of um, sorry, this is an awkward pause. Um, I don't know, just the fact that I wasn't sheltered from anything. And so when I came to Michigan State, I was prepared for people being different. I was prepared for situations being out of my comfort zone. And she said that she did have a little bit of a culture shock when she came here just because things were so different. There were people who just weren't what she expected, I guess. And, I think that that's kind of interesting in a way. Um, so, yeah, that is my vlog 1. And yeah, it was really nice getting to know Logan a little better. I think the next vlog I have, there will be a lot more comfort from the start because we'll have done it before. And yeah, it will be hopefully an even deeper experience, and I will be able to learn even more about private schools versus public schools, which in turn I can use to sort of replicate public versus urban, because it's sort of like a chain of events in a way, or at least so far what I've experienced when I've talked to people, that's what I've gotten. Okay, bye. See you in class.